Hello and welcome to the sixth episode of What an Insight. What an Insight, a videocast series in which I, Vishesh Monga, host experts from the industry to bring to the table their insights on some really interesting topics and very relevant for present day. Actually, storytelling, which is something a lot of brands which they probably would have thought that should they have done in the beginning or should have had existing content for the consumers to consume during this period, which wasn't there. Probably be badly regretting it right now because it is what is mattering to most. Because you can run an ad everywhere, but if you don't have the story to catch people, people are going to leave it anyway. They're just going to go to the next thing and they're done with it. As you mentioned that this traction is going up, another thing for which traction has gone up hugely during this period are podcasts. As podcasts are the counterpart of the traditional radio format, and which was the slowest growing media form, and a lot of radio channels and everyone have gone digital. So my question to Obin sir is about our podcast actually going to take up the traditional way of radio? Is radio something which which we knew as will become just a live podcast for us?
Let me turn it around and ask you this question, okay, Vishesh? When the internet came, people said, will newspapers the way we know it die off and everybody will read newspapers on the internet? Today you have newspapers on the web. You also have e-papers, right, which is actually a replica of the newspaper. But if you trace all the conversations that have been happening on social media across, about how I miss holding that piece of paper in my hand every morning, or 1992 when television came in and when cable television came in. So I believe that there is a space for everything. If any medium or any other product, if it dies, it is also because it hasn't been able to evolve or change with times. Okay, if things change with time, if media changes with time, it'll evolve, it'll survive. It may survive in a very different way. It'll be not the way we know it today, but but it will not die off, right? So coming back to your question, will radio become fully digital one day? I believe so, yes. It should, and the sooner the better. Will it become completely podcasts? No, it will remain as live, which is linear, as well as delayed or podcasts or whatever. But yes, it will become digital, but it will stay on both. In fact, there might be more. There might be more of community radio, which is something that India hasn't seen so far, and I think there's a huge market for that.
It's a very interesting point. As we have seen that hyperlocal is growing across various things, across especially on digital hyperlocal advertising, especially the vocal for local change which has pushed hyperlocal through. It's very interesting to see such kind of changes if they happen in media and in the voice format, which is growing immensely. Moving to Rutu, a special question for you. Omkar touched upon it briefly about the kind of innovations we are looking at. And since you've been looking strongly into the segment of consumer insight, I actually want to know that what, according to you, are people expecting from a brand or a company? What kind of expectations do they have from them in this point of time?
So that's an interesting question. I think consumers know that brands also are, in trouble, and I think consumers and brands are becoming more and more. I don't think it's a question of, there's no kind of distance between the relationship. I think the distance is becoming smaller, and I also feel that from a consumer's standpoint, I think authentic conversation is something that consumers are expecting. I mean, just for example, if you look at what Unilever did with its dropping of the Fair and Lovely, the fair word from their packaging. Now, I think it's an amazing thing to do at a time like this, because everybody is out there consuming this kind of media and everyone's looking at what's happening. And this is just one of those things that has raked up an entire conversation. There is so much of media mileage that the brand has been able to get because of just a very simple move that they've made. I think brands need to make authentic conversations right now, and I think consumers are looking for brands to actually say the truth. Now, for example, if a brand is, let's say, probably having trouble right now, I think brands need to be open enough and say that, and and be completely transparent. I think this is a time when consumers are also with their guards down, and I think brands also need to let their guards down, and I think the distances need to get bridged.
That's a beautiful point, really. Must say that the distance between brand and consumers has to reduce significantly, and this reduced distance will lead to a lot more authenticity and belief among them, which will probably lead to a long-term relationship, as which have some of brands have done, which in the 1920s influenza period. Moving to Omkar, this very important question about different categories of products and services have been affected differently. Talking of critical, essential, and non-essential products. About this, how do companies who are doing good as well as companies who are not doing good, go about doing their marketing and advertising? Because the age-old saying is that whatever be the situation of your brand, never give up advertising on your consumer. So with keeping that in context, what would be your recommendations for 3 different types of categories?
So I think that's a great question actually, because that's something that's been in the mind of almost everybody in the advertising industry as well as in the brand side also. A lot of brands today have actually gone back to the drawing table actually, where they had already had some plans for 2020 this year, and by the time they were mid-April, they were going back and saying, "Oh, we need to revise everything that we've done till now and change everything." So the first thing that happened was they paused all their media budgets, their spends. Like, okay, wait, we need to take a pause and realize what's going to happen next. And after we see a certain amount of traction over a period, we'll be able to probably take a decision as to where this might just start moving in the future. So if you ask me from an advice perspective, I think, see, one thing is for sure that the essential products, anything that falls under essential products, they are the ones who will need to continue doing their marketing as well as their spends and as well as their innovative advertising thoughts. That is something that will not change. Second is the ones which are the hard hit ones. I mean, generally automobile is one we are already talking about. Anything that has been dependent on manufacturing has got those kind of problems. Electronics has seen a big dip because of that. Any high ticket items will see a problem. So real estate and all these places where people's behavior right now is to save rather than go out and spend, which is why you will always see, even if it is an essential, if it's a high ticket item, people might not go and spend it there. So keeping that in mind, what's important is for even those people to continue conversing with the consumer. While their spends might not be that high from a performance perspective, saying that I need leads, I need people to buy my product, purchase my product, that might happen, and there's a greater chance that might not happen. But in that situation, what still doesn't need to stop is my conversation with my consumers. And we've seen that in this period also, that all the brands that we've been servicing, we can say that thankfully for us, what has happened is a lot of these brands understood that, and we gave those advice to them also, and that has reaped results for them. Saying that, I think that brings me back to the conversation. I mean, the question that Rutu was speaking about, where the authentic conversations are so important in these days. In these days, it's also very, very important for those non-essential, product owners, those brands, as well as the ones which have been the hardest hit. Those products to not stop talking to their consumers in some way or the other in an authentic manner. It's very important, because the day that consumer starts to think about making that purchase, the first brand that comes to mind is the one which is on top of mind. And you're out of sight, you're out of mind. That's the way it always happens. So you have to keep that in play. And also what's very important to understand is what role you're playing in the consumer's life. Because is it that is the consumer really expecting you to talk to them? Absolutely not. The consumer just wants to live their life. You want to speak to them so that whenever they decide to make a purchase decision, they consider you. So it's important you take the initiative to do that, and probably not make an assumption about they want to listen to something positive, I'll give them something positive. They want to listen to something this way, I'm going to say something this way. Because everybody's thinking that way, and you will not stand out as a result. So that's the thing that we need to keep in mind.
Yeah. It's a great example that we need to maintain those conversations, even if it is possible at a lower media budget. And one of the brands which has done it very successfully recently, I've seen, is Dine Out. In the beginning of April, where there was no chance of a lockdown opening, they just brought out the concept of contactless dining, which was months away from them, and communicated and started building conversations around it to give people that hope that they are doing something so that they will be back for the consumers and they will be there. So the very important point touched by you. And with that, we come to an end of episode 6 of What an Insight. I really thank you all for joining this panel and contributing with your lovely insights about agencies, marketing, and advertising.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vishesh. Thank you.
Thank you.